Laker fans, happy Sunday and welcome in as we have some breaking news about Kyle Kuzma, who has just signed a brand new shiny extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. We're going to break down all the contract details and tell you what it means for both Kuzma and the Lakers here throughout the show. So his deal is worth 3 years, $40 million. We knew that the Lakers had interest in bringing him back for an extended period of time. He was set to be a free agent after this next season, but no longer, as he will be there for at least the next 3 years. Now, he still is on his rookie contract. So while the deal is worth $40 million, that doesn't go into effect until the 2021-2022 season. So this year, Kuzma will still be just making $3.6 million. And then next year, that'll bump up to $12.3 million. In 2022-2023, that'll bump up to $13.3 million. And then when Kyle Kuzma is just entering his prime at about 28 years old in 2023, he will have a $14.3 million player option. I find this really interesting because it gives Kuzma a lot of flexibility to A, prove himself these first 3 years, and then B, when he is in the best shape of his life, basically, and in the prime of his career, he could go out and either make more than $14 million, or let's say things don't work out and he doesn't really progress the way people expect him to, he opts into $14 million, no problem. Now, I think this is good on both sides because I think Kuzma gets the flexibility he wants with the player option that back half or that last season, but also the Lakers get a more tradable asset here. Because let's say he just stayed on his rookie contract at $3 million, you can't really trade that for anything of value. But if it bumps up to $12 million and then up to $13 or $14 million, if Kuzma doesn't pan out, you can move him along if you want. But clearly, that's not what they have in mind as they are giving him this 3-year extension. So grade the signing for me. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to give an A to Kyle Kuzma for going out and getting the bag, $40 million over the next 4 years, basically. But I think the Lakers, maybe it's a bit early to commit this much money to Kyle Kuzma. So I'm going to give it maybe a B minus, C plus. I'm not ready to give that kind of money to Kyle Kuzma, but here's what I'm going to do. You're probably going to get hit with a YouTube ad break if you're watching, obviously, on YouTube. So I'm going to make this the pinned comment, and you can scroll down and grade the signing for me. Now, the one reason I'm a little bit hesitant about giving Kyle Kuzma that much money is because we've seen a big regression in his game over the last 3 years. Now, his rookie year and his sophomore season, he comes in and he has 2 great years, both of which were not expected for a guy taken at the very end of the first round. Now, obviously, the Lakers were not nearly as good as they are now, but he was putting up 16 points in his rookie year and then 19 points per game in his sophomore season, but the three-point shot took a little bit of a step back. Now, remember, at the beginning of last year, he had an injury, didn't play in preseason, missed some training camp, didn't really get to warm up, and got thrown into the fire in a championship season, but didn't perform under expectations at just 12 points per game and 4 rebounds. And so that is the only reason I have hesitation giving Kuzma that much guaranteed money. But it's starting to look like in his 4th year in the league, which is crazy to me that it's only been 4 years, feels like he's been around for a lot longer. After his impressive preseason debut, it is starting to look like he is turning the page and starting to become that third scoring option the Lakers were looking for. He averaged 18 points per game in preseason and shot over 42% from 3. And now, I don't want to base too much off of preseason. I don't want to say, hey, we're going to get an 18-point per game Kyle Kuzma and a 40% three-point shooter out of Kyle Kuzma. That's a bit naive, in all honesty. It's kind of ignorant to think that he will actually be able to do that on a consistent basis. But if you get a glimpse of that and you get an improved three-point shooter off the bench, this $40 million is going to really prove to be a bargain sooner rather than later. Another reason I think they were comfortable giving him this money is because the Lakers are really starting to build a younger core. As everyone saw last year, they were building around LeBron and they're building around Anthony Davis. So that core was a little bit older. And now, all of a sudden, Anthony Davis is the mainstay in the rotation. He is the real key piece that you're building around, so he's younger at about 27 years old. And now your young core around him is getting younger as well. They bring in Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell as probably your second and third best players at 26 and 27 years old. Alex Caruso is still just 26 years old. And now Kyle Kuzma's under contract until he's about 28. And Talen Horton-Tucker is proving to be a valuable young asset as well. This young core is getting younger and better, and now they are starting to become more firm and really together as they will all be under contract for an extended period of time. But I'm not going to lie, this notification came across my phone. I saw Woj tweet, hey, Lakers and Kuzma have agreed on an extension, and I was surprised because, number one, I thought the Lakers would hold out to see what he did in the regular season. But number 2, I also thought Kuzma would hold out to see if he stepped up and could get more money elsewhere. So did this deal surprise you? Type Y for yes, type you're in for no. Let me know in the comments section. But let me tell you about this deal that might surprise you. Jerseys up to 65% off at Fanatics for a limited time. They're doing this for Christmas, so go get yours today at chatsports.com/Lakers jerseys. Maybe it's time to go get a new Kyle Kuzma jersey because he's set to become a Laker or be a Laker for a little bit longer, so you can guarantee that jersey's not going to go bad. If you're spending less money on it for up to 65% off, get anybody you want. chatsports.com/Lakers jerseys. Go check that link out today. Now, I want to talk about Anthony Davis here for a minute because he was kind of the first domino to fall when it came to the young core continuing to get more money. Anthony Davis is signed through 2024 now as he signed a brand new extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's important because now you have Davis for at least that long until his player option pops up, which is worth $43 million, which might be hard to turn down. And then you have Kuzma the year before that could also hit free agency. But you've got these guys at least next year, or this year, next year, the year after that, and then potentially the year after that as well for Kuzma and Anthony Davis. And when you have your main guy locked up like that, it becomes easier for younger players or other players coming in via free agency to say, hey, I'll commit longer term. I'll stay put. We can continue to build here in Los Angeles. If you want to keep up with all Lakers news and all the Lakers rumors all season long, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. We were live during the finals last year. We were live during the NBA bubble. We go live when breaking news happens. We come to you whenever something goes on with your Los Angeles Lakers. So go ahead and scroll down below and subscribe and turn on your notifications. Now, along with Anthony Davis, LeBron James has also signed a new contract. He signed his extension through 2023, which is just like Kyle Kuzma. And look, obviously, he made it work because that's when Bronny James will be potentially eligible to enter the NBA draft. LeBron next year making 39, or this year I should say, making 39 million, then up to 42 million, and then he'll make 45 million in 2022, 2023. Look, you can never pay LeBron James enough money. He deserves any contract that he wants. But now, your core is set. You got Anthony Davis locked up. You've got LeBron James locked up. You've got your potential sixth man in Kyle Kuzma locked up. And then you just brought on Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder. This team continues to move in the right direction. So with LeBron and AD under contract for a while, and now Kyle Kuzma under the same kind of precedent of being under contract for longer in the purple and gold, how many more titles do you think LeBron and AD are going to win together in Lakerland? Let me know in the comment section. You made it all the way to the end of the video, so I want to see your predictions. Let me know in the comment section.